Hi guys, this is namkraftvn and welcome to another season of Starcraft English commentary. This is gonna be ASL Season 18 aka ASL Season 1 English commentary entirely produced by me. We're gonna be having the loser set, Rain versus 1127. I thought it's gonna be best of 3 like the previous tournament, but it's gonna be just best of 1. So we have just 5 games in each group matches here, which is kind of a bummer. But I guess there's no need to drag things on, especially at this kind of low level, round of 24 thing. Okay, number 1 clan is, okay, Waiko is one of the clan's name, right? I mean, on TR.net, people were saying that 1127 used his clan name in the ASL because he wanted to just kind of promote the clan. Yeah, I think Waiko or Wiko or, okay, some freaking Western people in the crowd there. I think that clan is quite famous, and a lot of cheesers I hear from that clan. Anyways, yeah, this next set, Rain versus Bark, is it Rain versus 1127? So the way that you have just 1 game each, I think the stakes are very high for some cheeses, and I'm kind of surprised we have not seen that many just right out cheese from any of the players. I mean, the first game was kind of cheesy, but it was not like, it was kind of just cheddar cheese, very basic, everyone can eat kind of cheese, not like the blue cheese or the kind of, I don't know, camembert, all those kind of very exotic and unknown cheeses. It was very standard kind of cheese. This time around, Rain is gonna be going for a quick expansion. This is very ballsy from him, because knowing that the stakes are high, knowing that 1127 can just win by going for some quick barracks in the center. Okay, looks like he's gonna be cross map scouting. He knows that the stakes are high, so he's going to just kind of hang out here and make sure that he doesn't face any kind of weird stuff in the middle of the map. And that is a good hindsight thought. But now he's gonna be facing against a very fast scout from 1127. 1127 is already here with the scout, and Rain knows that his enemy is located at the top right side. He will return with his other probe, and he's gonna have to go to that side. And now 1127, we need to make a decision. What is he gonna be going for? He's gonna be going for factory first. It looks like he is unfazed, unbound, unbroken, unbended. He says, you know what, I'm going to continue on with what I want to do, which is going to be factory first. And he is only having 1 SCV on gas. You can see that, which could signify a couple of things. One is that he's going to be making a crap ton of Marines and going for the attack. The second thing is that he's going to be going for a quick expansion after this. Okay, what is, okay, he's gonna be going for, is it a battery? No, second gateway. Okay, so I guess he kind of practiced this. The Marine is here. We do have 2 Marine, so probe we need to get micro. Now against a single Marine is still doable. Against 2 Marine is kind of start to get ridiculous. Against a Vulture is impossible. But yeah, behind this Rain we need to kind of hold here. He might actually take 1 or 2 hits with a Vulture before retreating, but it looks like he's not gonna do that. He's just gonna be counting the number of Marine coming out, and there's gonna be 3 Marines. The first Zealot is here. 1127 is gonna make sure his enemy produces Zealot before he backs up here. And we are going to be seeing the 3rd Marine joining the fray. The first Zealot is out here. That's good. And actually, okay, SCV is gonna start to get pulled now, and Rain has got his probe in the area. Very nicely placed probe. The probe knows exactly the timing of the push here. Need to block it. He will block it with a single pylon. Looks like he's worked everything out, and the Vulture cannot get through. The SCV and the Marine can get through, but not the Vulture. So we're gonna be having, is that a battery? That's gonna be a second pylon, because he knows that we're gonna be having a bunker coming up. The bunker is gonna take out the first pylon, but what about the second pylon? And what about the other gateway? He needs to actually go for the battery. SCV is gonna be going right to the second. Dragoon's gonna get trapped. Oh my god, destroyed SCV on the right side. He's trying very hard to destroy the SCV on the right side. He gets everyone out, and Probe's gonna get involved in the action as well. The Dragoon is getting blocked by the Zealot. We're gonna be having another attack happening here, when we need to possibly get another battery coming up. I think the battery would really help with the Vultures attacking fiercely. Dragoons doesn't have range. They need to kind of back up now. Any more units? Yeah, he's building a battery now, but this is very late battery timing. I feel like he needs to have the battery before the battle begins, but now at least he's going to be able to come up with a 3rd Dragoon, so that's going to be fine here. He's trying very hard to hold this area. Need to make more pylon as well, because he's going to be losing 2 pylons in a row. Rain with 32 supply out of 34. Okay, he's going to be slightly supply blocked, but the battery comes on at just the right moment. Zealot need to get involved, and we do have the battery complete just on time. Probe's going to fall, but there's not going to be enough Vultures to finish up the job. 1 of the Dragoons is not attacking correctly. We do have the second bunker goes down, but there's not enough Marine to man it. 1 Dragoon is down, but there's 3 Dragoons remaining, and indeed it's going to be just enough to hold The bunker will complete. Looks like Probes gonna try to block the Marines back from going to the bunker. There's gonna be another vulture in the back, but Probes have held, and I feel like 1127's luck is gonna end here. Of course, there's still gonna be that bunker to attack the gateway, and the gateway might still fall, but core is almost completed behind this. 1127 doesn't have an expansion. He will snipe that bunker. He needs to resume mining ASAP. He needs to make sure that he can mine correctly, and it looks like the Dragoons ain't going to be in position to actually attack the bunker the moment he comes out. Is 1127 going to be going for a tank? I think that's going to be the only way to play it correctly. He needs to go for a tank and just trying to hope that he can actually get siege mode on time here. Looks like a Dragoon kind of come out just to kind of bait the bunker. Rain needs to position one of the Dragoons on the north side, to avoid any kind of run by. He's going to block it. Now he's going to be careful because once the gateway falls down, the vulture can actually run by. He needs to actually micro hard against the run by. If there's any kind of run by, looks like the vulture's going to back up. And he's going to try to come out and destroy the Marines. He's going to be super careful, use the battery as well. And looks like this bunker's going to get destroyed. The game is going to stabilize behind this. What are the players going for? Looks like nothing in particular for 1127 and nothing in particular for Rain as well. Second gateway coming up. And yeah, the game has barely begun. We are going to be having just very standard vulture. Now the question is that can 1127 slip in some vulture run by? That's going to be the key here, because I think he's upgrading something with his factory add-on. The vulture's gonna try to do a run by now, but there's enough Dragoon to pull those vultures back. 2 Dragoons attacking the frontier. There's going to be another bunker, and there's going to be having a lot of repair work needed on that bunker. The vultures, if they can lay some mines in the middle of the map, it's going to be great. It's going to be to stop the flow of Dragoon through the area here. And indeed, we do see some mines in the area. So this first Dragoon is going to eat a mine. He knows that where the mines are located. Now he's going to have to back up. The Dragoon's going to be super careful because the tanks start to come out here. And he's going to try to take the left corridor, which is going to be just fine. The vulture can chase it, but not the tank. And he's going to be having the help of the other Dragoons from the back. 4 Dragoons going to be coming out. The Dragoon is gonna die possibly, and indeed it dies. And looks like Rain's Dragoons are trapped somewhere else in the middle of the map. But now looks like 1127 is gonna take on that expansion. The game is gonna stabilize. What does Rain go for? Can he expand again? Or is it gonna be better to go for? It's gonna be going for ops first, and yeah, he's gonna take another gateway and possibly expand here. Like on this map, you can take 3 bases easily, so Terran can still survive after a failed rush. Like this one, because they can just kind of turn up behind their wall and things gonna be just fine. I would just say that it's gonna be the moment for Rain to expand towards, for example, the top left or the bottom left, because the inner bases will get mined out very, very quickly. I would advise him to actually go and expand early while he still have map control. It would be very hard to expand later when the Terrans start to come up with a lot of forces, I think. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna be having Vulture taking out the 6 o'clock position. There's nothing there. I'm going to take this chance to actually give you some map stats. So for Terran player, on this kickback map, 45.3% win rate is what Terran has. So slightly Protoss flavor, but not much. And we're going to be having the third base going up for 1127, for Rain here. Observers start to come out. Like I told you, Rain is one of those players who like to go for this kind of very conservative build. Looks like 1127 is going to be pushing. I don't like the look at that, and the observer misses the move. Okay, he does see the SV moving out now. He's gonna have to back down. He's gonna try to hold this left corridor. He's got a single Dragoon that's kind of a little bit far towards the left side. He's gonna have more reinforcement coming from the back though. 3 tanks, 5 Marine, 1 Vulture, a couple of SCVs, and reinforcing Vultures from the back. And reaction time is going to be key here. Rain needs to react immediately, not to lose the first Dragoon, because his Dragoon is actually aligned in the wrong angle. He's going to fall back now. He needs to fall back. He's got reinforcement from the back, and he's going to have enough Dragoon to hold against. He's going to be doing some moving shot. Vultures coming from the back. Dragoon's going to start to attack. 1 tank possibly might fall. Dragoon's going to be moving. Good shot attack. And looks like some Dragoons are not attacking. What is Rain doing? 2 Dragoons are actually frozen in time, like the Disney movie Frozen. We're going to be having a Vultures getting on high ground, and this is going to be slightly problematic here. At least Vulture speed is not dead. Then tank's going to be sieging from the other ridge, and tank's going to have to move forward, and 1 tank will fall. Dragoons are melting, but at least Rain is going to clear out all of the tanks in the area. He's going to be very careful here, so we have a mine explosion there, but at the last minute, everything is going to get clear out, and Terran is boxed in once again supply-wise. Rain is 67, and 1127 is 45. We do have a lone tank in the corner. That's gonna get wiped out, which is this game is so like unconventional, very unconventional game. We're gonna be having Reavers follow up now. Yeah, I think the reason why this game is unconventional is because these maps are so new that these guys they don't you know, they're just kind of discovering it for the first time. Nostalgia, right? So yeah, you know, I think by the time we get round of 16 or something like that up, then these guys will just have a standard strategy on this map. But anyhow, like I mentioned, this is gonna be a moment for Rain to take another corner on this map, or maybe at least take the 6 o'clock position, because Terran is going to be going up to the same number of bases as him very, very soon here, and it's going to get very hard to go out there and take on the base. But of course, once again, if Terran goes for 3 bases, they actually need to defend correctly against air attack, and this is exactly what Rain is going to be going for. It's going to be going for shuttle and Reavers. There is a floating building at the 3 o'clock position, but of course there's no base there, and Rain knows that because his observer is in the area. There is no scanner for 1127 just yet. Rain's going to be very quick. A single mine is able to spot that shuttle moving across, and Rain has forgotten about that mine. So we're going to be having tanks started to move towards the top left corner of the screen, and 1027 is of course very aware of the situation. Dragoon's going to try to come out, and looks like Rain is getting ready to go for another expansion. He's going to be making a lot of gateway. As you can see on this map, it's kind of very cluttered in your main. There's not a lot of space where you can build stuff. Looks like Vulture's going to be going for a run by. Zelle's going to attack. Reaver need to land a shot. That's possibly going to be a dot. Yeah, that's going to be a dot, because there's just way too many obstacles before the Reaver shot can actually land something here. There's going to be another shot. That is also that Goliath's going to be on the low ground. He's attacking the academy. The shuttle's going to be super careful. The tank is going to be sieging, but it's going to be a long, long time until they actually attack anything. It looks like the shuttle's going to back up supply-wise. Rain is 102. 1127 is 62, and Rain's going to back out here. These burning buildings look very, very nice. I love building. I love incarceration. What is the word for burning? Is it incarceration or something else? I feel that incarceration means like you have to go to jail. There's another word from being burning that starts with INC, right? I'm not so sure what it is. If you're an English master, please let me know, because English is not my first language. It's not even my second language. But anyways, we're going to be having what now on this map? Looks like Dragoon's going to try to go out and control the area. Another base going to get taken by Rain. 1127 is still on 2 bases. This is going to be interesting. Shuttle with speed is done. You need shuttle with speed on this map, because the 3 bases are so spread out that it's almost impossible not to attack them with, you know, with fast shuttles on the air. Looks like observers are going to be coming out for some observation here. More gateways getting planted down from both of the players. This base, we need to actually have a pylon and a cannon in the back at some point, because we might have drop. Looks like we're going to be having Dragoons controlling the front door, and another shuttle is going to be coming in with 4 Zealot. Rain is going to be looking for some kind of openings. He can actually go for the main or go for the expansion. Of course, look at how entrenched, deeply entrenched the situation is for 1127. He's got so many Goliaths, so many tanks, and Rain might be looking for a timing attack here with his speed. Okay, what happened there? What happened to those vultures? Can they not, you know, get those probes? It was kind of weird. Anyways, vultures are going to start to move across the map here, and only 2 of them make it across. But we're going to be looking for some crazy drops. Looks like Rain is deciding whether to attack now. He's waiting for Zealot with leg. We will have a single Dragoon moving out, and he will eat a mine. Looks like Rain's going to try to come in. Is it a frontal bust or an expansion harassment? It's going to be expansion harassment. We do have Zealot and Reaver landing here just right where there's not enough turrets to cover. This Reaver's going to destroy the Goliath. 1 Goliath down, 2 Goliath down, 1 Reaver getting destroyed. It's going to land another Reaver and try to do another shot. Looks like this Shadow is almost there. It's going to try to go inside the main. The Zealot's buying so much time, and the Shadow is not yet sniped. He's going to land here and take 1 final shot. And no, at the last minute, he's not able to take any shot. That was an interesting attack here. Now Rain is ahead by about 60 supply. I don't know if that was worth it or not, but he's to have, you know, overwhelming, you know, map control, which is nice. There's a lot of mines in the middle that he kind of need to clear out here, so that the bulk of his forces can return and fight correctly. We will have some mine clearance here, a little bit for Rain. He needs to take the base, because his 2 bases that inside are gonna get mined out at some point. Those bases have very few mineral patches. I think each mineral, I don't know, blob has very, very few stuff inside it, I think. Anyways, tanks don't have any kind of upgrades, as the current commentator was pointing out. This base have very few SCVs, and maybe yeah, Rain is ahead by about 70 supplies, so he's gonna be clear for the win here. What is 1127's plan? Is he gonna try to push before he take a 3rd base? Wow, look at the huge army from Rain. I mean, the macro level of Rain is just monstrous. Even though he's been playing a lot of League of Legends and flirting with girls online, he's okay. Okay, looks like the Dragoons have +1 weapons. Looks like we're having an attack, and tanks are not sieging correctly. Zealot's moving in. This is gonna be the final battle. No, Rain's gonna say, you know what? I want to enjoy the game a little bit more, so I'm not gonna dive in, because even though I even have like 80 supply more than you, I will give you a chance He's not gonna give a chance now. He's gonna attack, but the angle is terrible. Tanks need to attack the blob of the Dragoons in the back. Zelle's gonna surround. Dragoons can back up now. Looks like it's not gonna back up, and this is gonna be GG from 1127. His Terran ASL run ends here. Thanks for your support, and if you like this guy, feel free to buy me a coffee. The link is gonna be in the video description. See you soon. Bye bye.